Mais où est-ce qu'ils sont?
You. I'm really sorry it had to end this way. I truly am. You seemed promising, but you've been tainted by the stink of my sister's schemes. And now, I'm going to make sure she never double-crosses me again. Don't listen to her. She'll kill us both. Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear. Shut up, Jeanette! I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
Why are you both fighting?
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
Both of you stop.
Don't you want to hear what happened? How she became the pillar of the community she is today? Shut up. Just shut up!
Stop it right now, both of you.
Don't try and stop me. I've had to overlook her treachery, her seduction, relations with my enemies, and the consequences of it. But I won't endure her any longer. Endure me? Dear sister, you've done everything you could to smother me. You love to bury me in your closet, along with all your other skeletons. I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me, when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you, and this is how you repay me? Taken care of me? You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life, and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
If you both want to continue to exist, you're going to have to live with each other's.
She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
Both of you have been working against the other. Together, you'd be a power.
I don't think that's possible. How could I ever think to trust her again? Trust me? Who could trust you after what happened with Father Dearest? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
That's all in the past. Forget about it.
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
No matter what happened, you two need each other to move on.
Why? How will this time be any different?
Think of how powerful you could both be if you worked together.
Therese doesn't like to share. Jeanette's irresponsible. She's undependable. A venture like mine requires class and distinction, which is something a pigtailed face-painting harlot does not lend very well. You do have a way with words, sister. You're right. I'm not in the same class, am I? I mean, murderers are so respectful these days.
Therese, let Jeanette have more responsibilities.
More responsibility? So that she can ruin every opportunity I give her? Of course. You're the only one who can secure zoning permits and shake hands. I'd never be able to keep up.
Jeanette, stop sabotaging your sister's plan.
But I only do it for attention and out of love. You do it because you're vindictive and jealous, and you deserve it.
If you'll call a truce and run this place equally, there's no need to kill each other.
If she would stop treating me like a child, if she would start behaving like a rational adult.
You both must have gotten along at one time.
Yes, there was a time. When I was a child, I didn't have many friends. I suppose Jeanette was the only one. We never did get to go out of the house much. Father wouldn't allow us. He said we'd get hurt, so we stayed inside and we imagined our own worlds. And we spent so much time there together, ruling over those places. Those were happier times, before we grew apart.
You don't really want to kill each other, do you?
I never did. No, I guess I don't. Jeanette, if I were to offer you equal control in Santa Monica, would you quit consorting with Tongue? I'll stop working against you with him. But since I've got him in my pocket already, there's no reason for me not to pay him a little visit once in a while, when he can be of use. That's not a bad plan. There's just one more thing. I want to be in charge of Santa Monica, but only publicly. I want you to continue to convince others that our relations are strained. That way, we know who our enemies are. I agree.
Give me the gun, Therese.
Take it. I'd hate to look at it again and think of what almost transpired. I suppose now that Jeanette and I have settled our differences, I'll call off the feud with Tongue. Bertram's hiding in an empty oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him to expect a visitor, and I'll ask him to be extra nice.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Please give Santa Monica's regards to the prince, and keep your tongue tied about what happened tonight, or we'll have to kill you.
Yee. Or we'll have to kill you. It's like, what do I say to that? So ouais. Maintenant c'est Tourette. Ou Tourette. C'est ça, Tourette. Ouais. Bah, à vrai dire, je savais que tu pouvais faire Tourette ou whatever. Genre, où tu pouvais choisir entre Therese ou Jeanette. Et moi, puisque je savais que tu peux avoir les deux, juste pour le fun, j'ai fait les deux. Pourquoi pas? C'est spécial comme personnage. En même temps, ma radio de là, waouh. Je peux fermer ça puis ouvrir ça.
The bodies of the victims were described as torn apart, though details are being withheld from the public at this time. Police urge anyone with information relating to this case to contact them. Our top story tonight, a derelict ship.
Bon, fait que m'a sauvé moi là. Je veux voir j'ai fait combien de temps moi là.
Was towed into the port of Los Angeles a few hours
11
ago.
heures.
The ship was
Près
spotted
2
by
heures.
fishermen who contacted the Coast Guard after their attempts to hail the ship proved futile. Coast Guard officials are releasing very little information right now, but have identified the vessel as the Elizabeth.